Hello there. So, in this video, I want to walk you through how you can be making more than $10,000 a month just from reaching out to your followers. And the method I'm going to show you is automated using AI and human virtual assistants. So, it's a combination of both that's very efficient. And this works for any one of you, even though you have a few thousand followers or even hundreds of thousands of followers. In fact, most of the coaches you see here make more than $10,000 a month with this strategy alone. And if I want to zoom in, so we have Alvin, he does it. Ashton Hall does it, but rarely, with a few select people. Wolf of Bay does it, FBA Jaden, and Frank Giogo. So all of these guys make more than $10,000 a month just from doing the strategy, and I've got the opportunity to work with them. So without further ado, let me show you how you can do it. And yeah, they've all done it on autopilot, by the way. So the steps are simple. First of all, you want to hire a VA, then you want to scrape your followers, then you want to reach out to your followers, and finally you want to book them on a call or sell them in your DMs using a framework. Okay, so this is pretty simplified in the front end. But let's dive into the details on how you can actually do them. So first of all, you want to hire a VA and you want to make sure they have the 4 character traits. First of all, they need to be charismatic because you want someone who spreads positive energy in your DMs to speak with your leads as well, because this will make a huge impact to your conversion rate for sure. And second, we need them to be concise because structuring the messages and communication is all about being concise and delivering the message, the information in the most concise way possible. And the third is consistency. Of course, they need to be consistent and not chasing like shiny objects, and just they need to have focus on this thing most of their time. And finally, we have conviction. So they need to be convicted. They need to have a strong reason why they want to be working in this position as a virtual assistant or an appointment setter in your business. If they're just there to because of a superficial reason, a shallow one, then they're less likely to stick with you, and they're gonna drop from your business the moment they face boredom, which is part of the job. You have a lot of repetitive tasks that you need to do as a VA, and it's not something fun most of the time. So make sure they have those 4 character traits. Now, I have a full free guide on how you can hire an A-level setter that can get you to more than $60,000 a month as a coach, of course, and who can stick with you as well. So you can check it out on this YouTube channel. Okay, so after you hire a VA to automate most of this part for you, which is reaching out to your followers, you actually want to scrape your followers, or else who do you want to reach out to, right? Now, the apps I personally use is Growman, for example, and it has the best features and pricing as well. So it's a Chrome extension which you can sort of download here. Okay, and once you download it, here's how to use it. So first of all, you want to select the page you want to scrape. Now, of course, you want to do this from an alternative account so you don't get banned on your main one. And yeah, you want to check this on, which is the details. So it gives you all of the information of the followers, such as the bio, the follower count, emails if they have one, etc. You want to limit the max extraction. Now, you don't need to check this off. You can check this off, and also the interval between requests. So the longer you delay this, the longer it takes to scrape those profiles, but the safer it becomes for you to not get banned. And also, there are plenty of services that you can use to scrape profiles and not risk it with your own IP address or something like that. And if you need more information on this, you can message me and I can help you with that. But once you scrape your followers and you have them, of course, and as a remark, which I already mentioned, make sure to use an alternative account while you're scraping, because you don't want to risk getting banned on your main one. Okay, so yeah, again, finally, you want to import and organize all of the leads that you have and that you've scraped. Now, I use Google Sheets for that. as it has the best formulas and features and simplicity. And you can see here we have, for example, the username, the full name, and the profile link. And you can also use additional AI tools to filter out leads who are from a third world country based on their name or the country in their profile. So of course, if you're selling a high ticket offer and you believe that you have limited resources and you don't have all the time in the world to message all of your followers, this is a great way to filter out the ones who are less likely to be qualified and just reach out to the ones who are. So after you've done scraping your followers, of course you want to reach out to them, which is step 3. Now we found that one of the best and highest converting methods to reach out to your followers is through sending them a voice message. And before sending it, you can also include their name, like in text. You can say something like, hey, John, and then you can send the voice message, which is evergreen and can work with all of the followers you're reaching out to. And so this makes it more human and makes them feel like it's not a robot that's actually reaching out to them. Okay, now what can you send in this voice message? You can send something like, hey, or if you've already sent this in text, so the text can be something like, hey, first name, okay? And the voice message can be, just wanted to reach out and say thank you for following and supporting my page. Really goes a long way. Are you currently on a fitness journey or are you just enjoying the content? Now, of course, this is with the fitness niche, but you can like say anything, so if you're let's say a wellness coach, so are you currently on a wellness journey or are you currently on a journey to healing yourself, or are you just enjoying your content, the content? And if they say they're on a journey, then this is an opportunity for you to start asking them more qualification questions, which I'm going to show you in a few as well. But yeah, as a bonus, you can also increase your conversion rate by customizing your first sentence in the voice message based on the lead's first name. So for example, instead of saying hey, say hey John. And you can do this like with the voice message, and you can do this using a few lines of code and AI voice tools like ElevenLabs. And of course, if you need help with that as well, you can message me. And then we have the quantity. So you can reach out to 50 up to 250 of your followers each day. Now, you want to test out what works best for your account without getting restricted, because each Instagram account like has a certain limit, has a custom DNA, and some accounts you can send like 100 messages, and for some you can send up to 250 messages per day without getting restricted. Okay, now after you send the outreach message, you want to qualify your leads using a framework. So the winning framework we found for fitness coaches specifically, which can also be tailored to any niche type of coaching you do. So of course, first of all, you want to send the outreach message, and then you want to start asking them about their goals. So what kind of health and fitness goals are you working towards? Happy to give advice or send some resources your way. And then you want to know about their past or current situation. So what are you currently doing, or have you tried to make that happen? The struggles, so what would you say are the biggest things you struggle with in making that happen, or what's stopping you from achieving that goal? The priority level, so would you say it's a priority for you to get help so you can start making progress and finally be able to reach your specific goal? And finally, the CTA. So you want to sell in your DMs if you're selling a low ticket offer, and you want to offer them a call if you're selling high ticket. Okay, now again, this is a framework and not a script, so you want to adapt it to how the conversation flows. So let's say you're in the conversation and you ask them this question, which is, what kind of health and fitness goals are you working towards? So they reveal their goals, and let's say they also reveal their priority level. They say something like, man, my goal is to lose 10 pounds and I've been really working hard to achieve this. And it's a very important goal for me to achieve. This already confirms their priorities. So you can skip asking them this question and go on to ask them the other ones, you know? So again, adapt this framework based on the conversation, and you don't want to be a robot who's just following a script and ignoring like important pieces of information that they reveal in the conversation. All right. So how can you automate this? You can do this through a VA. So of course, the VA that you hire, not only will they be doing the outreach, they can also be doing the qualification, and you can teach them on how to like message your leads, how to qualify them, how to follow the framework, how to follow up, and all this stuff. Or you can do it with AI, where AI can do all of the repetitive stuff. It can follow the framework perfectly, and it can also automate your follow-ups, or with both. So that's the method we use, because AI does like up to 80% of the repetitive work, while the VA does the other 20% that AI cannot do yet. All right, so this is the winning method, in my opinion. And as a success story to show you how this thing actually works, using a VA plus AI, like the both together, we have Alvin here. So his process is entirely automated. He doesn't have to like get into the DMs and work, because his VA does all of the follower outreach and follow-ups. And when his followers respond to his message, AI takes over and qualifies them all the way till the end. And as a result, you know, you can see those are the trials that he sent. This is an automated KPI tracker that tracks everything. He gets an average of 12 free trial CTAs sent per day, and this is only through follower outreach, by the way. So this data, excluding the inbound the inbound messages that come. So from these like 12 free trial CTAs that he sends, he gets around 3 to 4 free trial signups every day, and 2 to 3 of those here turn into paid clients at $100 a month, and this is like $200 to $300 a day on autopilot for him. And what's also cool is that he then upsells these clients on his high ticket program. So it's not only this amount of money that he's making, but he's also selling high ticket. So ladies and gentlemen, this is the entire strategy on how you can be making more than $10,000 a month just from reaching out to your followers using AI and a virtual assistant to automate the whole process for you. Now, if you have any questions on any part of this strategy, feel free to reach out to me privately on my Instagram. I'll leave the link for it down below, or you can even like comment it down below for any questions or ideas that you have on any videos that I can be making to, of course, share the value with you. And if you found value in this video, feel free to subscribe, as I'll be uploading more on what I learned by working with actual coaches and online businesses to increase their income and automate most of their processes in the DMs mainly. So with that being said, take care of yourself, take risks, and I hope to see you in the next video.